Good morning to you. Absolutely heartbreaking news this Friday morning coming out of Indianapolis. We could tell you more than 8 hours after this mass shooting, you can see behind me, police are still on the scene. As you mentioned, 9 people are dead after this mass shooting. That includes the accused gunman, and several others were injured during this mass shooting that happened last night. I want to step out of the scene to show you what we are seeing here at this FedEx grounds facility here in Indianapolis. You can see Metro Police are still here right now. What we do know, it was shortly after 11 last night, police were called out to this FedEx ground operations center just on the southwest side of Indianapolis for reports of a shooting. When they arrived, they tell us they found an active shooter situation. Police say the shooter then turned the gun on himself. After searching the building and the grounds, police say they located 8 people here at the scene who had died from gunshot wounds. We know of at least 8 other people who were transported to nearby hospitals. Some drove themselves, others got a ride with coworkers, and we're told there also have been multiple overnight hospital walk-ins. So right now, police are really just trying to figure out how many other people were injured during this shooting. Fortunately, no officers were injured during this, but police telling us this is never a scene they want to encounter. This morning, we're also hearing from some of the family members and loved ones who came to the scene to find out if their loved ones were okay.
What happened to your niece?
I don't know. She called us. I was asleep at home, so she said they're shooting in the FedEx. So we just drove from Brownsburg, and she got a shot on her left arm.
Is she okay?
She's fine. She's in the hospital now.
Did she know the person who did this?
She said, don't know. She was in the parking lot sitting on the drive seat.
And right now, so many unanswered questions about this gunman. Right now, this morning, we're asking police who this gunman was. Did he work here at this FedEx facility here in Indianapolis, and what his motive was? We also just learned this morning the FBI will be joining this investigation. Police saying, again, they are in the early stages of all of this. They tell us it could be days, even weeks, before they have answers. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Tragic scene indeed. Alexa, thank you very much for the update. Here now with an additional update is the Deputy Chief of Investigations for the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, Deputy Chief Craig McCartt. Deputy Chief, somber morning for you especially and your department. What can you update us on this morning?
Well, first, I just want to start by offering my condolences to the victims and the family of the victims, and our thoughts and prayers are certainly with all those that were affected by this senseless violence. But like you've kind of summarized already, we received the call reference a shooting, and our officers arrived and found a chaotic scene. They found several victims who were deceased and several others injured. Also found that the shooter had taken his own life. We then, detectives arrived at the scene. We got some help from our state police partners who also came to the scene to help. And we now have Crime Lab who are processing that scene. And we'll work with the coroner's office, of course, to identify all of the victims as well. And we have our victim assistance counselors out working with the families and working at a nearby hotel on reunification with family members and loved ones.
Chief, we were told that the folks that worked inside on the floor were not allowed to use their phones, so families didn't know if their loved ones were victims. And so they all met, as you just said, at the Holiday Inn Express, which is about a mile away from the FedEx warehouse. I was told that 110 family members were there at one point, and chaplains were called in. Have you identified all of the victims, and do all the family members of these individuals, that those 8 victims, know?
No, we haven't yet. That's a slow process, especially with a crime scene this big and with multiple victims. It takes a while to process the scene. And so we don't have everyone identified yet. So we know that we still have family who are waiting to hear from their loved ones and to find out the identities of the victims, and we're certainly trying to do that as quickly as possible.
Do we know anything about the weapon? There's some saying it was an AR-15.
So preliminarily, we do believe that it was some sort of a rifle.
Was an automatic weapon?
I have not heard that it was an automatic weapon, no.
And can you tell me, do you think the person worked there?
Well, we're still trying to figure that out as well. And until we can positively identify the shooter, we can't really confirm whether or not he was an employee there.
So you have heard, I mean, you're trying to identify the shooter is when he took his own life. Is it impossible to identify the body, or are you just getting conflicting reports?
I'm sorry, I may have lost your audio.
Can you hear us?
Do you have conflicting?
Now I have you back.
Thanks, Chief. Do you have multiple reports on who it might be, the shooter, or are you having trouble identifying the body because of the way he took his life, or she?
Well, it's just a matter of getting to the point where we can start working on that victim identification. I mean, there are so many things that have to be done on a crime scene this large, and so our crime scene techs are working on that, and then they'll begin with the identification of those who are there on the scene.
You're right, so much that goes into it, and I know you have been working all night long and through the day today. When you get additional information, please do let us know.
Could I ask one more question?
Yeah.
Did this happen inside the facility or outside? Because some people are saying they got in their cars. It sounded like maybe the gunfire was going off outside.
Yeah, so we actually have both. We have a crime scene outside of the facility, and we have a crime scene inside the facility as well.
So do you think the shooting started on the inside and ended up on the outside, or vice versa?
We believe that it started outside the facility, and then he went into just inside the front of the facility.
Did anyone that got a look at this individual, did they recognize him or her?
I don't have that information right now. I don't have any information that he was recognized.
Why do you believe the threat is over?
Well, we know from the witness accounts that we have and all the interviews that we have done with the witnesses that were there. We only have one reported gunman, and we know that gunman took his own life. So we know that there's not an active current threat to the community at this time.
Do you know how many of the victims are FedEx employees? It happened there, but is it mostly FedEx employees that were impacted?
You know what? I don't know that. Again, we're working with FedEx to confirm those sorts of things, but the first thing we have to do is identify all of the victims, and one would certainly think that most of the people there probably were FedEx employees, but we know that may not necessarily be the case, so we're working toward finding those answers.
How are y'all comforting the families? Because if that were my child in there and I hadn't heard from her and it's been hours, I would be worried sick. And I know you said some of these families don't know yet because you haven't been able to identify the individuals.
Right. So, we have our victim assistance counselors who are on the scene, and we also have our chaplain's office there. So they're doing everything they can, to comfort them in this time of uncertainty for them. But certainly they can't make this an easy time for them, but they're doing everything they can for them, and we're working closely with those families as we await those identifications along with them.
They say it happened about 11 o'clock local time, and here we are 8 hours later, and there's still a lot of questions need to be answered. Deputy Chief Craig McCartt, thanks so much.
I know you're busy. Thank
you
for making time for us this morning to give our audience some more information.